What's up, guys? We're the Triple Option, back at it with another video. Today we're moving on from our wild card to our divisional round predictions, and first up we have the Cleveland Browns, who upset the Pittsburgh Steelers against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
So I picked the Chiefs in this one. I just don't see Cleveland having enough offensive firepower to compete with the Chiefs' offense.
I don't think there's anything to say other than the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, and you can't bet on him to lose in this matchup against a Cleveland Browns team that I think got a bit lucky based on Big Ben's performance last week and the miscues that Pittsburgh had.
So next game, Ravens-Bills. I'm going to go with the Ravens here. I just think their running game can catch the Bills off guard, and I see the defense being faster than Josh Allen, tracking him down, shutting down Stephon Diggs. So I'm going with the Ravens.
That's a fair point, but I do have the Bills in this matchup because there are a couple reasons. So first, the game is in Buffalo, and it's expected to snow. And I think that Lamar Jackson has never played in a snow game in his entire career, in his young entire career. And I think that Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, they play in the snow a lot. And they're from Stephon Diggs in Minnesota, and then Josh Allen in his time in Buffalo. And I think that that gives them the edge in this matchup. And I don't think that anyone is stopping Josh Allen or Stephon Diggs, other than arguably the Chiefs in this.
Okay, and your AFC bold prediction, what do you have?
I have Baker Mayfield throwing 3 or more interceptions. I just think that, they're going to put a lot of pressure on him to kind of keep throwing the ball because they'll be down, I think, most of the game, if not all. And I think that that's going to force him to throw about like 40, 50 times. And I think that he's going to try to force some things, play hero ball, and I think that he's going to throw 3 or more interceptions.
So next game, we're moving on to the NFC. Rams-Packers. This game intrigues me because I really was on the fence about this one, because I do think the Rams defense is really, really good. And I do think Jalen Ramsey has a chance to shut down Davante Adams. But I have to go with the Packers just because I think Aaron Rodgers in late game situations, which is what I think this will come down to, is unstoppable. So I think the Packers will barely edge out the Rams and carve their path to the NFC Championship at Lambeau.
I agree with you on the Packers. I just think that there's no other efficient team in the National Football League, and these guys score almost every drive that they're down the field. And I don't think you can stop Davante Adams. I think you can only limit him to however good Jalen Ramsey can do. And I think that one thing that should be stated is Jared Goff is starting, and when he's playing in below freezing temperatures, he has 190 yards per game throwing, 0 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a 47% completion rate. So this game is expected to be obviously in freezing temperatures in Green Bay, Lambeau Field. And I think that that's going to give the Packers an edge because they've played in the snow a lot. Aaron Rodgers knows how to play in the snow, and they have a better running game, in my opinion.
That's a great point. And, we have weather games usually in this time, but not in New Orleans. And we have the Bucs Saints here. This one was tough for me because I saw 2 teams last week. I saw the Bucs against Washington struggling on defense, and their offense doing really well against a really good really good defense. And I saw the Saints do all right against Chicago offensively, but not as well as I would expect them. So in this one, I'm going with the Bucs because I think they had trouble last week against Washington because of the mobility of the quarterback. But otherwise, I felt like they could have held them to maybe 10, 15 points. And that's not a super firepower offense, but I don't think the Saints either are that spectacular. So I went with the Bucs in this one because I think Brady will outplay Breeze.
It's really, really hard for me to bet on Tom Brady, the GOAT, but I'm doing it. I think that the New Orleans Saints, they just they just look like a more complete team to me than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And even through the regular season, they won in week 1, they won in week 9. And I think in week 9 they blew them out like 38-3. And I think that Drew Brees, he's playing pretty decent. They now have Michael Thomas back. They have Alvin Kamara. They're expected to potentially have Latavius Murray back, and then they're expected to have Trey Hendrickson back for this matchup, who is their leading sacker. So I think that gives them the edge, and I think that Tom Brady, it's really hard to bet against him, but I'm doing it this game.
So my NFC bowl prediction, it was interesting because I'm actually going to do one for a team I think is going to lose, and that's because the game's going to be tight. So I have Cam Akers, 170 plus total yards, and he's obviously a rookie, which is pretty impressive if you consider it, but I don't see Robert Woods being open, Cooper Kupp either, so I think dump offs and short runs, a lot of touches for Cam Akers this week in a tight game.
Yeah, I will note in that game, it's this could end the who's the best cornerback in the league debate, Jair versus Jalen Ramsey. So I think that that's going to be pretty fun to watch, and the matchups in this game are just really intriguing. And I think that this is going to be the game of the week.
This will be the tightest game. All right, so that wraps up our divisional playoff predictions. Come back next week to watch our conference championship predictions, where we both believe we'll be in Arrowhead and Lambeau, but we are excited to see what happens regardless.